When we think about our daily life, we can see how often we wait for praise. A kind word from a friend, recognition at work, or even a simple thank you can give us joy. It is natural to feel happy when others notice our efforts. But when we look deeply, we may find that our need for praise can become like a chain. It can control us, and it can make us lose our freedom. Praise is like a sweet taste. It feels good in the moment, but it does not last for long. When it fades, we begin to search for it again, just like someone who is always thirsty. This endless search can create stress. It can also make us feel weak if praise does not come. We might begin to doubt our worth, even though our value does not depend on the words of others. Many times people give praise not because they fully understand us, but because of their own ideas, feelings, or needs. This means praise is not always a true reflection of who we are. If we place our peace only in praise, we are like a leaf blown by the wind, moving wherever the voices of others push us. Understanding this desire is the first step. It is not about rejecting praise or pretending it does not feel good. Instead, it is about seeing clearly how the desire for praise can rise in the mind, and how it can lead us away from calm and balance. With this understanding, we begin to notice when we are hungry for recognition, and we can gently step back. This opens the door to a more steady and peaceful way of living. When we live with a strong wish for approval, our hearts can become very heavy. We may wake up in the morning already wondering how others will see us. We may change our words, our clothes, or even our thoughts, only to fit the image that we think others will accept. This way of living takes away our natural joy. It turns life into a constant performance, where we are always on stage, waiting for applause that may or may not come. The burden is not only in the waiting, it also appears in the fear of rejection. When we are tied to approval, even small criticism can hurt deeply. A single negative comment can stay in our mind for days, making us restless. In this way, the search for approval becomes like carrying a heavy stone. We cannot move freely, because we are always concerned about how others may judge us. What makes this burden even harder is that approval is never permanent. People's opinions change quickly, like clouds in the sky. What they praise today, they may forget tomorrow. If our peace depends on these shifting clouds, we will always feel uncertain. We will always be waiting for the next kind word, the next smile, the next sign that we are accepted. But when we recognize this burden clearly, we can also see that it is not necessary to carry it. Our worth is not something that another person can give or take away. It is already present, steady like the earth under our feet. When we begin to trust in this, the need for approval slowly loses its power. Life becomes lighter, and our steps become more free. There is a kind of freedom that does not depend on recognition from others. It is quiet and simple, but very deep. When we stop measuring ourselves by the praise or blame of others, a new space opens in our hearts. In this space, we can breathe more easily, and we can walk with more stability. This inner freedom does not mean that we refuse to listen to others, but it means that our peace is not tied to their words. Think of a tree standing in the forest. Whether someone admires it or ignores it, the tree continues to grow. Its roots go deep, and its branches spread wide, not because of human recognition, but because that is its nature. In the same way, when we let go of the need for recognition, we live more naturally. Our actions come from sincerity, not from the hope of applause. This freedom brings a gentle strength. We are no longer shaken by every opinion that comes our way. Praise may arrive, and it is pleasant. Criticism may come, and it may sting for a moment, but neither one controls us. We can listen, we can learn, and we can continue on our path without being pulled off balance. In this state, Even simple acts feel complete. A kind gesture, a job well done, or a moment of silence becomes enough on its own. We do not wait for someone to notice. The act itself carries its own value. This is true freedom, living with a steady heart, not depending on the recognition of the world, but resting in the quiet dignity of our own being. Quiet confidence is different from pride. Pride is noisy and always wants to be seen. It needs others to notice and agree. Quiet confidence, however, is calm. It does not shout, and it does not need proof. It grows from knowing who we are and from trusting the path we walk. When we carry this quiet confidence, we do not feel small in front of others, and we do not feel the need to stand above them. We simply walk with balance, step by step. This kind of confidence shows itself in small ways. We can listen without fear, because we are not waiting for approval. We can speak gently, because we do not need to push our voice above others. We can accept both success and failure without losing our balance, because neither one defines our true value. Quiet confidence is not about being perfect. It is about being steady, even when life is uncertain. When we live with this spirit, people may notice, or they may not. Some may offer kind words, and others may remain silent. Yet our heart does not rise and fall with these changes. We do not need the world to give us a title or a prize to know that our life has meaning. That meaning is already here, present in the way we live each day. Living with quiet confidence is like walking on a clear path. The road may twist and turn, but we do not doubt each step. We trust the ground under our feet. This trust allows us to live peacefully, without the constant need for praise, without the endless search for approval, and with a heart that rests in quiet strength. When we let go of the constant need for praise, we discover a softer and more peaceful way of living. Life becomes lighter, because we are no longer pulled in many directions by the changing words of others. We are free to live with sincerity, not to perform for recognition, but to act with simple honesty. This brings a deep rest to the heart, a rest that does not depend on anyone else. To live without a need for praise does not mean we close ourselves off from people. It means we meet them in a more natural way. We can give kindness without waiting for thanks. We can offer help without looking for reward. We can also accept the kindness of others without feeling that it adds or removes from our value. This balance creates true harmony in our daily lives. As we walk this path, we may notice that our relationships grow more genuine. Others may feel more at ease around us because they sense we are not demanding their approval. Our presence itself can bring calm because it is steady and free. This is a gift, not only to ourselves, but also to those around us. Before I close, I want to express my heartfelt gratitude to all of you who have shown support. Your kind likes, your thoughtful comments, your choice to subscribe, your generosity through super thanks, and your presence as members of this community mean a great deal. Please know that your support is deeply appreciated, and it brings warmth to the work I share here. May each of you continue to find peace and strength in your own journey.